Live. Hi everyone, happy dark moon. We have a new moon in Capricorn tomorrow, and as promised, I'm supposed to be giving you guys readings for your sign. However, before I begin reading for your signs, I have been guided to release something for the collective first. Hi Jasmine, thank you for tuning in. All right, so I'm gonna tune in to the collective first and let you guys know what's going on at this point in time. We are surrounded by lots of uncertain energies. You know, we've got, if you're in Malaysia, we have the authoritarian government. Okay, no, I don't want to manifest a timeline like that, but I mean, government has declared a state of emergency. We're having a lockdown and all sorts of wild shit happening, right? So let's check in and see what the hell's going on. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups and we have Three of Pentacles as well as the King of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Cups is a card of sadness. It's a card of accepting losses, and I feel that this is actually coming from those in power, those who are in the vibration of like corruption and power and trying to gain, those trying to hold control, because I did talk about them actually losing their control on the masses slowly but surely, and they're getting desperate, right? So the Five of Cups shows me that they are actually like coming to terms. Well, they're not actually coming to terms just yet. They know that there's a loss. They know that they're losing control and they're losing power, and that a lot of us are actually either awakening or we're just done with all this total control, fear-based bullshit. So we're actually just, we as a collective, we're moving forward, and the powers that be hate it. They're just doing all they can. They really, really hate it. I guess they're stressed out. They are maybe sad because, their world's about to crumble. Because we are really reaching a state of like unity in a certain way, because the Three of Pentacles is all about putting your ego aside in order to collaborate with someone to achieve the greater good. So if you can see, there's like people here, and it's a boat, so it's like rowing across the cosmos, so it continues to just move forward. So we are just we're just in this space where we're just moving forward. Everyone is learning to rely on each other without being dependent. Everyone, it's very much like I got your back kind of energy. And then we also have the King of Pentacles. So we are really being asked to master our security, like master a sense of inner security. And King of Pentacles is also about money. So I'm also getting a message that we are all being taught to just be like super cautious with how we spend, obviously, with like restrictions going to get tighter and stuff like that. But we do have to remind ourselves that we should not go into survival mode. Be prudent, but not enter survival mode. All right, I'm gonna pull an oracle card as well for the collective. I'm gonna use the Starseed deck. I am in love with this deck. Actually, I have fallen in love with it like from the moment I first bought it. And after this, we'll go into the readings for each of the zodiac signs. Okay. Yeah, it says you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. So I was literally talking about how, we literally have each other. You got the love. We as a collective are really learning to look out for each other now. And, we are doing that from a space of also just being independent as individuals. We're being autonomous. So yeah, this confirms my card about the Three of Pentacles. I think now more than ever, we're going to be more connected to our communities. We're going to be more connected to our support systems. I think in the past, many of us have always, we were aware that they were there, but maybe we were like afraid, or, we didn't want to like lean on them for help, for fear of being seen as weak or whatever. But now it's like, nah, this is just how it is. We support each other. Okay, so I'm going to go into the readings for the zodiac signs, and since we are in Capricorn season, I want to start off with Capricorns. So if you are Capricorn sun or rising or moon, this reading is for you, and if you resonate with it, that's awesome. Okay, so pulling out the Rider-Waite deck, the classic tarot deck. Ooh, Capricorns, literally all that came out for you are all Earth cards. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so Capricorn, I see fluctuations in terms of money. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but I think you guys, I think the fear of not having enough is also like setting in, and you guys are afraid, obviously, and that is very normal and that's very valid. So it's okay to feel fear. It's okay to worry and be anxious and stuff like that. That's totally cool. But you got to be really careful with how much power you give to your finances and to your sense of like, and how you tie your sense of security to your finances, because we have the Devil here, and the Devil is a very unconscious energy that traps you or limits you. So be careful not to have your fears paralyze you. It's really important, because I do feel like a lot of Capricorns have been doing the work to free themselves from these kinds of like, these restraints, these restrictions. So just be careful not to sort of fall back into your old programming, because things are getting a little unstable. So all we can do is to just be adaptable and ride the wave. Just go with the flow, because that's just how the energy works. Like everything is very fluid. Nothing is necessarily fixed or set in stone. Wanting to control everything is not going to work out for you. This is not it. This is definitely a much more healthy approach. Just keep going at it. Just embrace the flow, embrace the water, the fluidity, because we do have water in the background, if you notice. Okay, so Capricorns, I feel called to use the Work Your Light Oracle deck for you. So we'll see, what do you have? What are your messages, Capricorn? Sorry, just setting up my candles. Okay. Okay, so it says, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Capricorn. So, my first download for this card is that you guys actually know what you want to do. You are very clear with what you want to do, but I'm afraid that maybe your pursuit of cash, your pursuit of security may it may fog the journey, the path of wanting to follow what you feel called to do. But this is actually happening to facilitate a path. Maybe for example, if you have like a full-time job, and now that maybe things are a bit more wonky, you're like left with, oh my god, what do I do? But maybe the wonkiness with, like, for example, like your full-time job is opening up more paths, more space, more time to allow you to do what you feel really called to do. So yeah, that's it, Capricorn. That's pretty much it for the new moon in Capricorn reading. Yeah, pretty heavy. It's an earth element, you know, and plus the devil is literally your card. So you guys are definitely taking center stage this full moon. Major changes as well coming your way, should you choose to roll with the changes. Just like the Two of Pentacles, just go where like, you know, the times and the energy takes you. Okay, so now let's move on to the other Saturn rule sign, which is Aquarius. Aquarius, another sign that is actually getting a lot of astrological attention this year, with all the, like, you know, major planets falling into your sign. Ooh, heavy ass energy, guys. With all the major planets just falling into your sign, like Saturn, Jupiter, and even Mercury. Okay, Aquarius, we have Judgment, we have Justice, and we also have the Nine of Pentacles. Aquarius, okay, so you guys, I think with like Saturn and Jupiter also entering your sign, doesn't matter if you're Aquarius rising, moon, or sun, what's going on for you right now is like a huge purging. With Judgment, you guys are, you whatever that you guys have been releasing, you're actually reaching the end of it. The things that you're walking away from, you are actually like doing it for the last time. When you walk away from something, there is this like finality. It's like, I'm done with this shit, I'm moving on. Or maybe things have also just ended for you outside of your control. There's like, it also feels that like you've been referring to the past a lot, like, you know, looking at your past selves, looking at how you used to like respond to a lot of things, and you're just really noticing how those things have really died. Like all parts of you have truly just died out, and you know, you're just also releasing it. Aquarius is a fixed sign that prefers routine, and it is pretty stubborn, but you guys are moving forward already. You're just, yeah, you're just so done with whatever. I think like you guys are really looking forward to 2021. Like you guys are kind of mentally done with 2020. It's like you're energetically already moved on, even though it's only been like close to 2 weeks of the new year. We have Justice as well. So Aquarius, you guys are actually in a very karmic period, especially with Saturn entering your sign, because Saturn is the planet of is the planet of karma. So with Justice, what I'm seeing is that you guys are really getting into your like objective selves. You are, you know, like if people have like hurt you, for example, people have done shit towards you, you might even be made aware of how they're paying for it. Or if you've done some shit to people, this might be you too paying the karma, just giving back the energy that you took. And I think you guys are so much more objective now. When things happen, you know, you're less of like, why is this happening to me? But it's like, okay, cool, I'm paying out the karma. Cool. Like, just moving forward. It's like you're more accepting of it, and you're just moving forward. You guys are so much more clear of what you deserve. You guys are bringing in situations that serve you justice as well. Or you are also very much justice oriented, hence being objective. Because in the eyes of Lady Justice, everything is fair. So whenever things are happening, you know, whether it's good or bad, it's like you just understand that you know the underlying reason of why everything is happening the way it is. And you're not really questioning it anymore, because you've already achieved that like deep understanding. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it just shows that you guys are really coming into your own space. it's like you guys are thriving in isolation. And when I say isolation, it's not even like related to quarantine and stuff like that. It's like you guys are so much more aware of your inner world, and like what makes you feel good, and you've been really working on it, and everything is growing, and everything is just, your inner world is becoming so rich, and it's just really protecting you as well. So it's really really good. It's fantastic. All right, so the next card we have, I'm gonna pull out for Aquarius. I'm gonna pull out a card from the Moonology Oracle deck. And it says the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So yeah, I think if you guys have I think you guys are also coming to an end of confusion, because we did have the Nine of Pentacles, right? And the nines represent near completion. So and also the element of earth represents stability. It represents certainty. So you guys are actually moving out from a state of confusion and prepare to just get more clarity, stability, and just more certainty this new moon. So grounding energy, very beneficial for you. All right, so the next cards we have are for the dreamy Neptunian Pisces. Pisces, what are your messages? Pisces. Okay. As usual, you guys are going through the emotional extremes. Knight of Cups. You might even have a new emotional goal that you guys are trying to achieve. I actually saw a tweet earlier about people creating not a to-do list, but to create a to-feel list. So you guys, I think because of the emotional extremes that Pisceans are so used to, it's like you're finally learning to try to create a sense of movement. It's like even though there's like a chaos of emotions, it's like you still know how to move forward with it. So so I guess it actually shows that there's a bit of like maturity now as well, although you may feel that you are immature, Pisces. And we have the Two of Wands here. So the Two of Wands shows that you guys actually have options in terms of like passion projects, in terms of creative ventures, because Wands is fire and fire is about creative stuff. You guys are actually reflecting on like your past achievements. I think you guys are so much more aware of what you can achieve now, and you are really just branching out. If you're into doing like entrepreneurship or whatever you want to put out creatively, now it's like you guys are already in that process of making the choices, thinking about which paths to follow. So I'm actually picking up very grounded energy for you, Pisces. And we also have the Seven of Wands. So this is you actually finally setting boundaries. You guys are so much more stubborn for the right reasons. It's because the Seven of Wands is like a defensive energy, right? Whenever you encounter opposition, instead of bowing down to it and giving in, you guys are standing up, which is a developmental lesson for lots of Pisces people. I would know because I'm a Pisces sun. But the Seven of Wands shows me that you guys are very unrelenting. You are not stopping. You're not stopping right now. It's like any opposition or anyone that tries to like dim down your light, or any naysayers or any kind of like criticism. You're just like, nope, fuck that shit, fuck that, fuck you, fuck you, I'm just gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna double down. So yeah, you know, this is very, very strong energy from Pisces, and I like that. I really, really like that. And for you guys, I feel called to pull the Romance Angels Oracle deck. These cards may not necessarily be love related. They can be, but they don't necessarily have to be. So we'll see what is coming up for you. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. So if you guys are manifesting love, here's a sign that, like, you know, you are getting much, much more closer to manifesting the love that you want. But if you're not manifesting love, I'm going to tie it back to your creative projects. You guys are just, you know, really in your zone right now to put out whatever you need to put out. The stakes are getting higher, but so is your potential. So is like the work that you're putting out. You're just so ready right now. You can, and you guys know that, like, you have upgraded, you have ascended. So, you know, this is a really good new moon to just reflect on your success and to plan for more fucking success, because it's coming. Really, really good energy, Pisces. I'm loving this for you. Okay, so the next card we have, the next sign we are doing is Aries. So Aries rising, Aries sun, Aries moon, you're up. Ooh, Aries, we have the Lovers. So if you guys, once again, if you guys are manifesting love, this is a really good card because it shows union, it shows commitment, and at the same time, it also shows me that you guys are really doing, like, the self work to integrate. It's, you know, it's also a part of, like, I think you guys are learning so much more about duality. You guys are learning about your polarities. This is also a Gemini card, so if you have, like, Gemini placements as well, this can resonate. I think you guys are, I think you guys are learning to just be more considerate and more empathetic, because you understand that in the equations, it's not just you. You have other people and you have other forces that are around you influencing everything. And the Lovers is also about a choice. So I think there is a really important choice that you are making, either about a person, either about a subject, either about a life path. But there's also a major choice, a major life-changing choice that you guys are on the verge of making. And we also have the King of Swords as well as the Queen of Wands. So the King of Swords tells me that you guys are also getting in your zone of being just really logical, being really rational. I think you guys are toning down the impulsiveness. We also have the Queen of Wands, right? So it's like you guys know how to govern your fire. You guys know how to govern your passion. You know how to structure it in such a way that it's not overbearing and it's not overwhelming for you or people around you. Because once again, you understand that your energy also affects other people outside of you. So the King of Swords tells me that you guys are really in your logical game right now. So you guys are really in this zone of being very objective. I think I feel like this is not necessarily a typical Aries trait, but this is a sign that you guys are growing. You guys are learning, like, healthy detachment as well from your emotions. And we have Queen of Wands, right? So the Queen of Wands tells me that, the Queen of Wands also tells me that you guys are very much in tune with what you want, and you don't necessarily feel the need to be assertive. You don't need to rub it in, like, other people's faces about what you want and what you like. you're just in the state of being. You know what you want, and you know when to take action, and you know when to move, and you also know when to stop, reflect, and receive. So this, because you have the Queen, it shows that you guys have been putting in the work, although you guys have not necessarily mastered it just yet because it's not the King, but it's totally fine because it's still really, really sizable progress. So I think with Mars being in your sign, your ruling planet Mars being in Taurus, I think you guys are just really, you guys have learned so much about learning how to be impulsive. Okay, so for Aries, I'm going to use a very Aries deck, actually. So we have the Rebel deck, and it's very, very unfiltered. It's very like straightforward. Can be kind of rude, just like a Aries placement. So it says, believe in what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. So it comes back to your choice. Well, I don't know if you can see it because it's like flipped. It says, once again, face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Yeah, I think you guys are just really entering new realities now. New states of seeing the world, new states of seeing yourself, new states of interacting with yourself. So continue, continue to be logical and be rational, and that's how you know you'll be more equipped to make the right decision. As long as you put in thought to it, as long as you weigh your options and be smart and stuff like that, you guys are covered. All right. The next sign we have is Taurus. Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, Taurus Moon. Let's see, what are your cosmic messages this new moon in Capricorn? Taurus, Ace of Wands, Six of Cups, the Fool. Okay, Taurus, you've got some brand new stuff coming your way too. I think it also comes back to Mars being in your sign. Like Mars is charging you up in a way. So I feel like the Ace of Wands shows me that you guys are going to awaken to new talents, new gifts, just new stuff, new like things relating to passion that's going to come in for you. You guys are going to be so much more assertive, and it feels that a lot of things are actually going to start aligning for you. You're going to start finding yourself doing all kinds of new things, just new starts. We've got the Fool here as well that has new beginnings, right? So you guys are also being asked to take risks. You guys I know you guys like your comfort zone. You like to bask in what's familiar, but you guys are also feeling like a brand new charge, like a brand new, it's like you guys are feeling charged up and you're ready to move forward with the Ace of Wands. It's like you guys know what you want, except that you may hesitate with moving forward, right? But with the Fool, you're just being asked to take a risk right now, because you guys are pragmatic, you guys are practical and sensible. So it's not that you guys are doing anything stupid per se. Whatever that you want to do is related to what brings you joy, what keeps you motivated, what drives your intentions, and even as you move forward, you will always have the backing of your past in a way. Like you'll always have something to hold back to. You guys love your nostalgia, much like Cancerians. So you'll always have your familiar space to fall back into. Your comfort zone, it's like you are being asked to leave your comfort zone, but it's not like you're separated from it forever. You know how to create that. You know how to create your inner space, your inner safe space. So, you know, don't worry about it. Taurus, you got this. So we'll see what the cards have for you, the oracle cards. This is the Starseed deck. See, all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So yeah, you know, you guys are being encouraged to take a risk, but it will only bring you back to what you do best, what you're most familiar with. You know, it's not so much about stagnancy, it's not so much about regression, but you will come back to a space where only you can function the best way you can. So yeah, trust your intuition. If you feel guided to just do something impulsively, go for it. All right, so the next sign is Gemini. Chaotic ass mercurials. I always have the most I always just react a certain way when I hear the word Geminis. I've never met any energy like Gemini energy, honestly. Like, you guys just have such a level of like beautiful chaos. Okay, Geminis, speak your truth. You guys are holding back some shit. Seven of Swords. Either you guys are either people are hiding stuff from you guys, but either you guys are hiding something from some people. At least you're withholding important information. You guys are being asked to speak up. Or maybe like the things that you guys have been doing, the shady shit that you guys have been doing is about to be exposed, so you guys are being asked to just hold yourselves accountable. I just feel like a lot of the things that you guys have been doing in secrecy are just gonna come back to you. But at the same time, if there is like a energy of like opposition, or if there's like conflict, it feels like you guys are just gonna rise above it. With the Six of Wands, you guys are just gonna emerge victorious. The moment you speak your truth and the moment you hold yourself accountable, you just become more relatable, and you become more trustworthy, obviously, and that will allow you to move forward, and that's gonna really just benefit you in the long run as well. So Geminis, just speak up, speak the fuck up. My message, what I'm getting is that don't worry about the opposition, don't worry about who gets offended. I mean, in general, you guys don't really mind when people do get offended. I feel like you thrive off that energy as well, but this time it feels that you're just ready to say your shit and then move forward. And yeah, it's really good. We also have the Queen of Wands here as well, so you guys need to pay attention to your emotional nature. Not everything is logical, obviously, so you guys are being asked to integrate more emotions as well. Feel them out. Whatever that you need to feel, just feel it out. You need to be more nurturing towards yourself. You need to be more understanding. I think, okay, so what I'm getting is that you need to be logical in external situations, but when you go within, that's when you really need to just allow yourself to feel and, be all touchy-feely with yourself, or, just feel your feels internally with the Queen of Cups. Okay, Geminis, what cards should I use for you? Let's use the Moonology deck. Surrender to the divine, full moon. So, yeah. Surrender to the divine. You guys are being asked to release control. just release control and understand that the only thing you can control is what's on the inside. And to control what's on the inside, you gotta feel your feelings, Gemini. Feel your feelings. And speaking of a sign that does feel their feelings, we have Cancer coming up. So let's see what we have for you. Cancer. Cancerians. Feely emotional water babies. This new moon is going to be quite important for you guys too, especially if you're Cancer rising, because it's happening in your 7th house of relationships and just how you relate to other people. Cancer is okay. So what I'm getting for you is that you guys are conflicted. You guys have had, with the High Priestess here, you know, you guys are very much in tune with your intuition. You know how to you know when to follow non-verbal rules. You know how to tune into, like, you know, non-logical messages. You know how to get downloads from, like, spirit or the divine or the universe or however you believe, whatever high power you believe in, you know. But you guys are being asked to take this, you're being asked to hold on to this and understand that, you know, you'll always be an intuitive person. You know, you'll always be sensitive. You'll always be caring and nurturing and receptive. But you guys are really asked to master your sense of objectivity. You guys are being asked to be effective communicators at this point in time as well. The King of Swords. You guys are being asked to be more colder from time to time. You guys are not being cold enough. You guys need to cut some people out, because the King of Swords has a sword up, ready to cut bitches out. So you guys are being asked to set boundaries, like, aggressively right now. And you know who needs to go, and you know who can stay. But of course, the road to becoming this super objective, super rational, super logical person is going to be a slow one, because we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you guys are still slowly moving to adopting that mindset, and it's going to take a bit of time, but you guys are being asked to continue to work. Because when you grow into this person, you're not going to lose your sense of self. You guys will always, once again, you guys are always going to be sensitive and feely and, you know, nurturing and self-protective. So, you know, you'll know who needs to go. You just gotta be more aggressive. Okay, Cancerians, what is your what's your oracle card? Okay, it says Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You are the oracle. So you guys, once again, you guys just, your sense of inner knowing right now is really so strong. But you guys need to make sure that you don't overdevelop it. Because when you overdevelop it, other areas such as your logic, your grounding, your passions, etc., all those then start to fall short. So yeah, your vibration is rising already. So, you know, you guys need to keep doing the work. You need to continue to be grounded and to stay connected to reality, because you already are connected to non-reality. So yeah, integration is where it's at for you. Okay, so we are going into Leos now. So we'll see what's going on, Leo. Leo. You solar people. Leos, okay. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. And we also have the King of Wands. So the Six of Pentacles shows me that you guys are understanding the dynamics of give and take. You guys are learning how to... I think if you guys have been in the vibration of always taking and taking and taking, you guys are learning how to finally give back. You guys are also just understanding, you know, how justice works, because there's a scale here. So you guys are just, you know, learning about who deserves your energy, who doesn't. And you're also asking yourself you're also like checking out like the parts of yourself that you deserve to walk away from, and the parts of yourself that you want to cultivate. Because there are like, because we have the Ace of Cups here as well, so you know, I think like you guys are outgrowing old emotional patterns, like ways of interacting with your emotions. You guys are outgrowing all these kinds of feelings. Old feelings are just being like purged out right now for you guys. So the Ace of Cups is like, how do I say this? It's just like new ways of feeling, really. If you guys are, you know, if you guys are manifesting love, this could also mean like new love coming in, but that's only once you establish who deserves your energy, who deserves your attention, who deserves your time. That's the only way you're gonna, you know, easily manifest it in. But you guys are actually probably gonna feel much more emotional this new moon. You guys are wrapping up like old emotional cycles, and new feelings are gonna come in. So even if it feels weird, you're being asked to embrace it, because you guys have been very much focusing on, you know, movement. You guys have been focusing on action with the King of Wands. You guys have mastered that already, but you've already mastered it, so you don't have to spend too much energy on it. That's why this imbalance here is being created. I think the balance here is between fire and water. Knowing when to assert yourself, and also knowing when to go back into your feelings. So yeah, learn how to, you know, just create. Learn how to just sink back and create your odd sense of balance. Because, you know, balance isn't necessarily like completely like 50-50, right? It can be like a 60-40, or, you know, 70-30. But as long as you guys figure out what works for you, and as long as you guys feel your sense of like equilibrium. So yeah, what I'm also getting is that stop moving around. You guys need to chill right now. You need to go within, because your feelings need your attention right now. And the cards that I'm going to pull out for you, Leo, is it says, stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. Don't really know how this ties into the reading, but yeah, just says stop fucking whining. So Leo, however that may resonate, however that calls out to you, that's for you to sit down and contemplate and ruminate. Okay, let's go into Virgo. Okay, let's see what we have for our meticulous Mercurials. Eight of Cups, Justice, Four of Cups. So first and foremost, we have Justice in your spread, and you guys are just so much more aware of what you deserve and what you do not deserve, and you guys are so uncompromising now on your values. You're just not afraid anymore. I feel like you guys are so much more fairer these days. You guys know when to be detailed, and you guys also know how to use your meticulousness to understand why things have been happening the way they are. Because we have the Eight of Cups as well as the Four of Cups. So the Eight of Cups and the Four of Cups to me are very much linked. You guys have recently walked away from the situation that doesn't serve you emotionally. Like once again, you guys are so aware of what you deserve now, and you know it, and you are enforcing the shit out of it. Whenever something isn't going your way, goodbye. You're just walking away from it. You have no fucks anymore. And like other temptations and distractions keep coming up for you, but you're so aware already. You're so aware of what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and what brings you justice and what doesn't bring you justice. And you're like, nope, like fuck off, like this is not serving me, get the fuck away from me. So yeah, Virgos, very badass energy coming from you guys. I'm loving it. It feels like this new moon, a lot of the signs are actually just, being really, really badass. It's very much like, I know my worth and I'm ready to fight you for it kind of thing. So yeah, cool Virgos, cool energy going on. Let's see, what card can we pull out for you? Okay, I'm gonna actually pull out the Romance Oracle deck, because it also does feel that like love ties into this for you. And it says your love life is being affected by children. I think there's inner child subjects that are at play here, feeding your inner child. I think that you guys actually have been really, really tapping into your inner child. That's what really helped you like really see your worth and really tap into your worth and to enforce it. I feel like you guys are so much more protective of yourself, the way that you would like protect a little child, for example. So I feel like you guys are treating yourselves like children in the right way. Like you're treating yourselves with the right kind of nurturing, giving yourself the freedom to play and to explore, which is quite the opposite of your general nature, which is always about being pragmatic and sensible. It's like you guys are moving away from that as well. So yeah, I'm actually picking up so much of integration from a lot of the signs. Really, really great stuff. All right, let's go into Libras. Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. Wow, wow, wow. Libras, you got some good shit coming up. King of Pentacles. You guys are really coming into you guys are really mastering your sense of reality. I think if you guys are working on manifesting and attracting like opportunities, especially like money stuff, it's going to be very, very fruitful, and it's going to be very lucrative for you, Libras. So I think you guys are you're mastering like your sense of being grounded. You guys are really, really practical these days. You guys are so in touch with reality. You guys are so in touch with your body as well. And you're just, you're just in your zone right now. So if you have a business venture, if you're trying to get some money, I think this is a really, really good sign that you're going to just attract more of it, more security as well. So yeah, the message is that you're taken care of. So lay back and enjoy the fruits of your hard labor. We have Death as well. So you guys are moving from you're moving away from a mindset of lack. I think with the King of Pentacles, right? you guys are moving away from that mindset of lack, and you're understanding that actually abundance is a state of mind, and it can come from within. And you know that the state of lack is what you have transmuted into abundance. I think you guys have always been afraid that life doesn't treat you right, or you're always going to be on the short end of the stick. But you guys are finally moving away from that mindset. Death, right? Powerful energy. So this is great for you to just release all kinds of stuff. If there is like internal conflict that you receive, that you're getting as well, like you're being asked to like make peace with it and to release it, because like all these like old feelings and conflicts, whatever that's rising up right now, they're doing it to be released. Because you know, we have the star. The star represents healing, positivity, hope. So you know, you guys are really being asked to understand that brighter things are coming. You know, you guys have already gone through like the dark night of the soul, or you've already gone through your bullshit, and those times are really over. They're done. And you may feel that, you know, there is like something waiting to happen, like the next shakeup, the next challenge, you know, or the next disaster or something like that. But you're being asked to just really hold on to hope right now. So much of good things are coming in. You guys are, because you've already moved away. You've already done your time. You've already gone through the mud, you know, with death. It is really messy here, if you notice, right? And the sun is rising here as well. So you've already gone through that part. And you guys are just, you know, just allow yourself to feel hope, even though times are tough. Because you know, like, you guys have been putting in so much work. And for Libras, I'm going to pull out the Starseed deck for you. So yeah, Libras, you guys, because with the King of Pentacles, you guys are also mastering your patience. So you guys are being asked to wait as well. Wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. So I think this is kind of separate from your reading. This is just about wanting to take action. You guys are just being asked to really bask into hope. If you guys are wanting to take movements and move forward or whatever, you guys need to do it from a space of hope. If you do these things from a space of consciousness or from a space of lack, nothing's gonna go your way. So that's pretty much it, Libra. Good energy. Really, really good cards for you this new moon. Okay, so the next card we have, the next signs we have are Scorpio and Sagittarius. And then we're pretty much done with the live already. So, Scorpios. Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. What do the cards have in store for you this new moon? Scorpios, a lot of things for you are being exposed and being brought to light. It's not so much about like shady dealings or whatever, because we have the Seven of Wands here, and Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords tells me that you guys have encountered like certain blocks, but you guys are actually using shortcuts. You guys are employing creative ways to move around it. You guys are really also like stepping out of your not stepping out of your comfort zones, but you guys are not going with what's familiar. I think you're finally breaking cycles. You're breaking cycles of blockages. Like if something doesn't work for you, you know, you react to it a certain way, or you try to overcome it using a certain formula, and now it's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try a different approach now. And you're doing that. And we have the sun as well. So a lot of things are coming for you for clarity. Just expect to be more open about yourself now. I know like Scorpios are typically branded as mysterious and you know, like dark and all that kind of stuff. But you guys are just really entering a new period where you can just shine your authentic self right now. If you, it's not so much about rubbing it in people's faces, but you know, you guys just are coming out of like some kind of darkness as well, and you're just like, yeah, this is me, this is the new me, you know, take it or leave it. You're just shining right now. And you guys are just also just cultivating a lot of joy. A lot of joy is actually coming into your life right now. And we also have like the Six of Cups as well. So you guys are, it feels like you guys are revisiting the past. I'm hearing inner child stuff as well. You guys are just going back. This is, I mean, it's a very interesting contradiction, right? This is about like overcoming blockages. It's kind of, I feel like the Scorpio reading kind of has parallels to the Taurus reading a bit. So this is you doing things differently to overcome blockages and close out old cycles and old patterns. But this is you also like coming back to the things that you know have worked for you. You're coming back to the things that bring you joy and bring you safety. And it's like, you guys, I think this is why you're unafraid to shine right now, because you know that like when you're just shining and just being you, like everything is taken care of. So Scorpio, what do we have for your oracle card? It says Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? I feel like this comes up with the sun as well, because in astrology the sun can represent the dad, and in most households fathers represent the unofficial leaders of families, right? So you guys are being asked to, yeah, maybe like this is you just really coming forward. The sun also represents illumination and visibility, right? So you guys are also just being very, very visible right now. Like all eyes on you, or the lights, the spotlight's on you right now. And there is something that you are being asked to. Like you need to step up. You need to either show your gifts, you know, there's something that you need to say. Maybe there's someone you need to expose. And maybe by you doing that, people are going to follow suit. So yeah, maybe that within itself is already like a leadership on its own. Because like when you start, you know, just illuminating all things that are hidden, lots of people are probably going to follow you as well. So yeah, Scorpios, speak that shit. Expose what you need to expose. If like people are out here doing some shady shit and you know it, and you know it's not right, you know, you are in that like vibration where you're just ready to expose right now. Okay, so the last sign we have is Sagittarius. So what are the messages for Sags this new moon in Capricorn? Okay, so Sagittarius, we have the Hermit for you. You're being asked to unplug right now. A lot of things that are not moving forward for you, you're being asked to just accept it and go within. So the Hermit is all about isolation, right? Once again, you don't necessarily have to be physically isolated or shut out from the world, but you need to be alone with your thoughts right now. You need to really enjoy being alone right now. The moon is also in Sagittarius right now, I think, or it's probably passed into Capricorn already. But we are in a dark moon still. So there are some like dark thoughts that you guys are harboring, which should be released, or you need to understand the underlying energies beneath them. you guys really need to spend time with yourselves. There is self-questioning that you need to do. You just really need to go within. The Hermit is Virgo energy, so you need to be as detailed as you can about the things that like are not going your way. You guys may feel the need to always be moving around, but you guys are just being asked to shut up and just sit down. Like literally shut up, sit down, and go within. There's a lot of self-questioning and it's just sitting with yourself. Yes, sitting with yourself. We also have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands as well. So yeah, the Page of Pentacles shows that you guys are ready to get grounded already, or at least you want to get grounded, because the Page of Pentacles is a student energy. You're always learning, and you are the King of Wands. You've already mastered asserting yourself. You know how to assert yourself. You know what you want. You know how to go about getting what you want. But you guys need to figure out, how do you get practical now? Sagittarius energy is not inherently practical, because it just wants to move around and explore and, you know, fulfill its wanderlust, right? But you already have this. This is you've mastered this energy. So now your new challenge is just to be practical. You guys, you know, with restrictions and stuff, you can't move around, at least not physically. You can do it mentally, obviously, but you guys have projects that you want to put out, or, you know, you have something that you want to create. There's something that you guys are conceiving, and you have to be patient with the process. Question yourself. Ask yourself why you do the things the way you do it, and that will allow you to sow the seeds for your next big project, or for your next endeavor. If you want to do like something business related, you guys are being asked to learn about yourself. You need to learn how you operate, and the only way to do it is to go within, unplug everything, and just be alone with you, and just bask in solitude, bask in the quietness, bask in the lack of activity. Because once again, you're so used to this. You're so used to moving around. You're really good at this. This is your natural talent. You know what I mean? So the next card I'm going to pull out for you, I think, is the Moonology Oracle deck. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. And the eclipses are happening in Sagittarius sometimes, or at least Sagittarius is highlighted as one of the spots for the eclipses. So yeah, major things are also like being closed out for you. Yeah, you guys are toning down I think you guys are learning how to channel your fire and make it productive, make it practical. The fire is not just gonna go running around wildly anymore. You're putting an end to it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much. I will put up the timestamps for your signs if you've missed it later on. So thank you guys. Happy new moon, and take care. Stay safe. Fuck the government, and don't give in to fear. All right. Cosmic Witch out.